Hey friends and family, this is SP News Nugget, and today we are going to be talking about an update on the young lady that was missing in Utah, Salt Lake. You guys, there is an update on the missing lady. She has been found, and you guys, I'm going to share with you what has been going on. But for those of you that are not part of the family, right now I need you to subscribe to the channel and then click that bell on the side for notification. Leave a comment down below on any of these reports that we are given. That's how we communicate until we can go live, you guys. So always leave a comment down below, even if you're just saying hi and hello. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give me a thumbs down if you don't like the video. Please, come on, you guys. Support this channel so we can keep it going. So, meet me on the other side, and we're going to talk about the update on Mackenzie Lewick. Okay, here we go. Okay, friends and family, we're talking about Mackenzie today. This is a young lady out of the Utah area, up north. If you guys don't know, that's north of me also. But she came up missing. Well, she came up missing on the 20th of June, and I guess that is when she just didn't return back home. So, you guys, let me give you a little update or recap of what has taken place. So this young lady has met this guy on a dating app. I don't know what dating app it was. And they exchanged numbers and they had phone conversations and pictures. Well, she flew up to meet him. She got into town off the plane, caught a Lyft or Uber to a park at 3 a.m. in the morning. Well, she must have left at 2 a.m. because 3 a.m. they left the park. So she meet this guy that she's never met before. Soon she gets into town at the park. They leave the park together, and he takes her to his house. And then that's the last of that. Now, this guy has been caught, and I'm going to just share the clip with you guys, and then we're going to come back and we're going to discuss just a little bit of what he's looking at or face. So here we go.
But the man accused of killing her is now behind bars. Mackenzie Lewick was last seen on June 17th around 3 a.m. On Friday, officials arrested a 31-year-old man in the case, and they say remains matching Lewick's DNA were found in his backyard. CBS News national correspondent Jonathan Vigliotti has been following this story from Salt Lake City, and he joins me now from just outside of the suspect's home. Jonathan.
Yeah, good morning to you, Anne-Marie. The suspect here, Ayula Ajayi, will be arraigned at some point later this week. As you mentioned, we're outside his home where the remains of Mackenzie Lewick were discovered last week and where there is this small memorial. Prosecutors are now combing through all of that evidence that was gathered by police here, but ultimately it's up to the DA to pursue the death penalty. All of this as we're learning more about the suspect's troubling past. Investigators spent the weekend gathering more evidence at the home of Ayula Ajayi, who's expected to be charged with Mackenzie Lewick's murder.
There's extensive investigation follow-up that needs to be done, and we will proceed. I mean, it's not over right now.
Days earlier, they found Lewick's charred remains and belongings in Ajayi's backyard. Police say there is currently no other person of interest in the case. Still,
we want to know if he acted alone or if there were people that helped him along the way.
Police are also sharing details about Ajayi's past, including a rape accusation in northern Utah 5 years ago. The victim declined to pursue charges. A construction contractor has also come forward, saying he turned down a job from Ajayi back in April after Ajayi asked him for a soundproof room with hooks in the concrete walls and a fingerprint lock.
He was adamant about getting it done really fast, and money was no object.
Lewick was last seen on surveillance video at the Salt Lake City airport 2 weeks ago. Investigators say they used phone location data to place both Ajayi and Lewick in the park, where she was dropped off by a rideshare. Lewick was a senior at the University of Utah, majoring in kinesiology. In an online post, her sorority sisters said they're reflecting on the lasting impact she made on the lives of her family members, friends, and sisters. A memorial has gone up on campus.
This is just crazy. This is just crazy. And she didn't deserve it. Nobody deserves that, you know?
So we know that police had been looking into, what dating app she was using. Clearly it was, as you mentioned, the cell phone location that put them in the same spot at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But Jonathan, do we know whether or not the two knew each other?
Yeah, and Marie, it's a good question, and it's one of the key questions in this investigation. As you mentioned, they did have some communication before meeting up. We know that they shared a number of text messages and also photos. Investigators spoke with Ajayi and found those photos on his cell phone. She was dropped off at the airport and arranged that meetup at that park where she then went missing. There are reports that they did meet online through an online dating app, and there are some unconfirmed photos out there. But at this point, it remains speculation. We have asked that question to police multiple times over the past week or so, and at this point, they will not confirm or deny the authenticity of those reports and all of the photos that we've been seeing.
As I understand it, there's a vigil that's going to be scheduled for tonight. Do you know any more information about that? You can tell us.
That's correct. Yeah, that's happening at the University of Utah. That is where Mackenzie was studying kinesiology and where she was part of a sorority. You heard it in the piece. She was part of this larger family of sorority girls, many of them stepping up immediately after she went missing to really bring this story into the spotlight and to get all the media attention that it ended up getting. You heard some of them describe just what kind of woman she was. She was not only a friend and somebody that treated everybody like family, but also a mentor to many of the students on campus. A lot of questions. You can imagine that it's going to be pretty emotional at the university later today as all of these lingering questions remain.
Yeah.
So, okay, you guys. So, this guy, I guess he has this kind of name. I think it's pronounced like Ioya. Ioya is probably an African native name. But, yes, he lured her into his home, and they found her remains in the backyard. And there's blood in the house and everything. Now, he is right now in police custody. He is charged with aggravated murder, aggravated kidnap, obstruction of justice, and desecration of a body. So they're putting the max on this dude here. And I'm going to share with you guys what the streets, or what the word around town, the gossip, a lot of people talk around each other and they say, hey, did you hear about this or hear about that? This is what's going on, or this is what's going on with the young lady. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what app they met on. It sounds to me with some of the rumors that's going around. There's one rumor saying that she was a paid escort type of female, a prostitute, because, and I kind of thought, well, yeah, because that kind of makes sense. It doesn't really matter if that's what she was, but I'm just putting it out there. That's what the word on the street says, and because it didn't make sense for you to just meet this guy, get off the plane, and get a share ride to the park. She actually put herself in a lot of danger. And a lot of the white community is upset because they're not really saying this guy's name. They won't give him no kind of light, like he did something well. They actually look at this like, here's a black guy killing off our white women. And so they're upset, and I'm just putting it out there. A lot of people won't say these things, but it is what it is. I don't think he was actually just looking for color. I think he was willing to kill anybody that have answered his ad. But you guys, tell me what you think about it in the comment section, okay? Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other.